Welcome and thank you again for joining me. My name is Tressa Carlos, and I am the lead credit improvement specialist at Touch by Faith Financial Operations LLC. Today, we are going to show you how to request your free credit report by using annualcreditreport.com. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at three things you need to know before we learn how to order our credit reports. First, it's important to know that you have the right as a consumer to obtain a free credit report annually or once per year. This is mandated and required by the FCRA, which is the Fair Credit Reporting Act. Now, currently, annualcreditreport.com allows you to access your report weekly because of the recent pandemic. Now, it's important to understand that the FCRA only requires that the consumer receives their credit report at no cost. You can still get your credit score because that's also mandated under the FCRA. However, you may be charged to get your credit score. Now, the cost of your credit score will vary depending on where you're getting it from, which is why Touch by Faith Financial Operations is partnered with Identity IQ as well as Smart Credit. This allows our company to access your credit score for just $1 for all of our consultation calls. Next, it's important to know that annualcreditreport.com allows you to request your credit reports from Transunion, Equifax, and Experian. Now, you can still contact these three directly. However, if you would like to take advantage of accessing your report weekly, then you would need to use annualcreditreport.com. Now, finally, it's important to know that your credit report and your credit score are not the same thing. Your credit report provides a complete and detailed history of your credit use, while your credit score is a three-digit number that is calculated using the data in your credit report. So, to access your credit report, you will need access to a computer or laptop that you can connect online. If you would like to print your report, then you want to make sure that you have access to a working printer. Otherwise, the old-fashioned pen and paper will work just fine. The idea is just to make note of any inaccurate or incomplete information that you find because you're going to want to dispute or challenge that later with the bureaus. Now, this process can be a little much at times depending on what's in your credit report. So, our services include going through the list of accounts with each bureau for our clients. We get this list together and then we email that to them. Just another way to take something off their plate. Now, let's get into the good stuff. Again, if you want to request your credit report online for free at no cost to you, then you would need to visit annualcreditreport.com. This is the only website where you can obtain your credit report at no cost. It is a federal government website and the only website where you will not be charged to obtain your credit report. Now, checking your credit report for errors and unknown activity is vital to ensuring a healthy and stable financial future. So, you want to make sure that you check your credit report at least once a year so that you can better understand your current credit position. In addition, it also helps you to detect any inaccurate, any incomplete, or unverifiable information. And remember that the FCRA gives you the right to request and access all of this information, which is known as the file disclosure. Okay. Now, once you make it to annualcreditreport.com, you're going to click where it says request your free credit reports. Again, this is the only site where you can obtain your credit report at no cost. If you're being asked to put in your credit card information, you are on the wrong site. Okay. To start, you will need to complete the request form. It's important that the information that you enter is current, and after you verify the information is correct, you will submit the form by clicking next. If any information needs to be updated, check out our video on how to update your personal information. The next screen you see will allow you to request your credit report by choosing either Equifax, Experian, Transunion, or all three, depending on your situation. If you aren't sure how you need to order, the site does provide a helpful tip. Once you have your selection, you're going to click Next. Next, you will need to verify your identity. Equifax will ask for your phone number and email address for verification, so make sure that you have access as a security code will be sent to you. Once you enter the verification code, you will gain access to your Equifax credit report. Once you have access to your Experian report, you can view it for any inaccuracies. You can visit the different sections of your report simply by clicking on the desired account type on the left-hand side. For example, if you wanted to view your credit card accounts, you would simply click on the revolving accounts and be able to review that information. But by default, you're going to come to your summary page first. Once you are done reviewing your credit report, you can print a copy for your records. For Equifax, this will download a copy of the report to your computer. Once the file is saved or downloaded, click the button to order your next credit report. Depending on your previous selection, you can continue and order your remaining reports. When ordering your report from Experian, you will be prompted to verify your identity by answering questions based on accounts that are currently reporting to Experian. You have about 5 minutes to provide the answers to these, but don't worry as they are multiple choice. The same steps will be followed when you're ready to order your TransUnion report as well. It's important to know that if you're going to print your reports, you must print them before continuing on to your next credit report. Once you have left that bureau's website, you will not have the option to go back and print. And that's all there is to it. You now know how to request your credit report at no cost to you, no credit card needed. In addition to being able to request your credit report at least once per year, you also have the right to request it if a person or a company has taken adverse action against you because of something that was in your credit report. If you are the victim of identity theft, you can also place a fraud alert in your profile. If your file contains inaccurate information as a result of fraud, if you're on public assistance, and if you are unemployed but expect to apply for employment within the next 60 days, you have the right to request your credit report from Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian at no cost to you. So now that you know how to order your free credit report and where to order your free credit report, it's important that you remember these 6 things regarding the Fair Credit Reporting Act. One, you must be told if any information in your file has been used against you. 2, you have the right to know what information is in your file. 3, you have the right to ask for a credit score. Now, keep in mind you may have to pay for it, but you have the right to ask for it. 4, you have the right to dispute incomplete or inaccurate information. 5, consumer reporting agencies must correct or delete inaccurate, incomplete, or unverifiable information. Transunion, Experian, Equifax. They must delete this information if it's incomplete, inaccurate, or unverifiable. And 6, consumer reporting agencies may not report outdated negative information. To learn more about your rights, you can visit the consumerfinance.gov website/learn more. Thank you again for watching. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Like our video on YouTube and subscribe to the channel for updates. If you have questions or would like for us to cover a specific topic, send us an email to support@tblfinancialoperations.com and check out the other services that we offer. Remember, a touch of faith could lead you to bigger, better credit.